The reason why I'm triple checking is
what the Zyra jungle.
Oh,
there we go.
Lock it in.
I love it. Thank you very much, Canyon.
Man,
that's my favorite champions, and she's going to be coming out of the jungle. I believe she was nerfed a little bit prior to the LCK starting. She was kind of terrorizing the jungle before that.
So I want to highlight, I really like this draft here from KT. The only thing that I'd be a little worried about is Keen going for a counter pick, but Keen identifies that they have Zeri, they have Corki, they have Zyra. Let's be honest, Gen.G, their objective setups have been exceptional, and Zyra can really help with that.
Yep, I think he will be absolutely fine. If I can play it, he definitely can. It's KT versus Gen.G. See whether KT can do it again as we jump into the rift for game 1.
It's pretty solid, and you don't take any damage. So we also see Canyon doesn't actually have a pot because his plans are going to tank everything.
Yes, you just never really need to worry about it. Manages to get the 4 as well by manipulating the positioning of his initial seeds. Glorious stuff. So just going to be rotating around, getting this one done. It is once again going to be the case. Oh no, the plan.
I love that there's
the one random one, you know, just got a little bit confused.
Oh.
This is the first Zyra jungle that we've had. And I think that Canyon as well has had quite a few of the random jungle debuts of certain things. So still got his Crocs to go, whereas the Gromp is about to die here.
about 3 minutes.
Yep.
There you go.
Doesn't even get impatient as immediately Deft has to use his cleanse. Canyon is from killing these camps into a great flash to get himself out of the way of the Zenith play, but still has to use the flash and the cleanse immediately.
How good a pick that is off meta can be.
Oh dear, there's the flash grasping roots. Deft able to walk out of it, but he still has to walk in the wrong direction, and first blood goes to FaZe. That is about as bad as it could have gone for KT, but best possible scenario for Gen.G. And it's going to be able to push him away. Canyon moving on down, he'll take the leash.
And it's another example of how powerful clear speed is, because what happened there was Canyon walks top, takes 2 grubs, then sees that the dragon is being taken, because KT is like, hey, if Canyon's top, which they spotted and go there, then we can trade for a bot side dragon. But what happens is Canyon just already has taken 2, walks it off, says, hey, Keen, I got some errands to run. Can you take care of this? He's like, I got your back, don't worry. So now they get free grubs.
As we can see, and it's because, like you say again, as we're going to have to hold that thought for a moment, flash out from Beryl, gets himself under the turret, but can he keep himself alive is the question as FaZe in a bit of trouble. They're not able to actually finish it off just yet, but they only invest the Ignite, and they get a very important flash from Beryl. Some cash money, though, for Deft, as we can see, as the grasping roots do not land. Beat drop as well, not going to find the mark. Some plans coming down as Keen going in. There's the all out onto Perfect, who does press the Grandmaster's might, but I don't know whether it's necessarily going to work. He's trying to wait, trying to get out. And Keen, he's all out, but he's not going to be able to catch up. And that is not going to be any sort of solo kill. Both flashes now down as Canyon. Oh, BDD. He is going to be able to make it somewhere out of this. Almost goes down to that last rocket. Able to catch some of these minions.
Yeah, I really like this back from Perfect here. Realistically, I'm pretty sure they spotted Canyon heading towards him as well. Like, he's just going to die. If he stays here, makes his way out, this wave is going to crash. It's going to be more plates going over, but they do get, as you point out, the grubs. It's going to be 3 against 3. This dragon, though, is looking like it's 100% going to go towards Gen.G. I don't know if KT is really going to be in a position. I was just covered. Like, I tried to catch it.
We've all been.
While falling over, and then the plate ended up.
When I was learning to ride a bike, I got hit by a parked car. There's an ulti from BDD. Chovy going to be able to flash out of there, still has to invest it. Kushik comes in and doesn't find the Glacial Prison. They were really hoping that they'd be able to at least get a kill there, because there is a lot of bleeding to stem here. Really sad. This was my, like, I know I kind of forced it in there, but I really did want to have the rest. Yeah,
Atlas, you know this is a safe space to discuss emotions that you have regarding one of your favorites.
Mainly the Tyree, yeah. It's all right. Deft going to have to give up this turret. Absolutely. As Kushik rotating around, you can see Lehans. He really wanted to find that Zenith blade, but doesn't get an opportunity just yet. As Roterald is going to fall down. Keen getting kited. That is a decent encore onto 3. Perfect into the backline. Finds his counter-strike on everyone. Strangle Thorns is there defensively, but BDD finds the ulti at KT. They managed to manufacture a team fight, and it has not looked better outside of that part there where Keen manages to kill Perfect. Chovy trying to go 1v4. That ain't gonna work. Gen.G gonna get spotted as the Scryer's Bloom comes in. Extendo beam onto Beryl. He is pretty squishy. as they will start off this dragon once again. There's the flash forward, flash out from Beryl though, as Paze immediately cleanses the Glacial Prison. And Depp feeling pretty safe at this point in time, finds the arrow onto Canyon. There's the knockup, but the Stranglethorns has gone down. It's Perfect that gets Paze out of the fight though, and there is the kill onto Canyon that he finally finds. This time though, Paze is still alive, and Keen just slices him up and gets out of there. Depp wanting to get a bit of damage back, as there's the counter strike from Perfect. The arrows are raining through though, and Perfect just wanting to find a Paze, getting kited, and Depp finds the 1v1 at the end. It's a teleport to bring Keen back in though. And I don't know whether Deft wants to go for that particular 1v1 as well. At least this time he'll be able to walk his way out.
Keen is back in, okay. And Keen is about to TP back in.
This is this is the time in the Matrix where they're like, he's beginning to believe. Because now finally, they're about to, you know, get closed in on in a fight, and they just say, we win these.
Oh.
And they did, as Beryl very excited about the situation, as once again, Perfect on a flank angle, Gen.G full information, Goshik getting down low. Deft trying to find these volleys as Perfect gets into that backline. Another Stranglethorn's used on just the Jax, but it may work out here as it's a decent knockback. They take down the top laner, and Keen is absorbing so much BDD. He finds both carries in the backline, and Paze is wiped out. This time, though, they managed to get Deft, and I think that Gen.G have enough damage left available, and Pyoshik and Beryl will not be able to do it. Pyoshik will at least have the last laugh, as he's the one that decides his fate. But Beryl is walking the wrong direction, and Lehens is just going to let him go. They don't want to waste their time because they just want to take this Baron.
Here we see the problem for KT. Even though Perfect, man, I'm betting KT is very happy that that guy is back.
Oh,
Finds a great flank. BDD gets the carries. The problem for KT is that Gen.G, you might look at this and go, they have 3 very strong carries. But the reality is they have 4. Because Keen on his Cassante, similar level of insane combo. And I think you start to see Gen.G adapt as well, in that I feel like they're a lot more aware of the threat of that ultimate, in that they don't just pile up behind.
Well, there it is! BDD finds all of them with that ulti. They do manage to at least get the kill on the Yone, and I think maybe the wallets are a bit too heavy, because look at that, the double from the grave.
I keep hoping for KT to find an even better angle. I just don't know if it's there.
Well, Solar Flare is going to slow down Deft, as now they do find an encore. We'll see whether that's it. It's just not. Beryl explodes like a balloon, and at least King gets knocked up, but he's just not taking damage. He dives in, gets the all-out onto Pyoshik. Flash out from Deft, but his health bar is just too low. And Chovy is going to push Perfect out of there. They keep everyone alive, and Gen.G, I think this is the push for the end here in game number 1. The same way that it used to anyway, is okay. Keen just being that brick wall. This Baron is just falling down lower and lower. They do a bit of damage here to Keen to start this one up, and the Baron is now going to lose interest in the
Look
fight.
at the base! Look at the base!
The Winions are getting the work done here, but KT, we know that they are committed to finding a team fight. Perfect gets himself over. Lehens was waiting for him, is now Chovy. He's going to get stunned up. Paze is going to fall down, and Perfect goes golden, avoids the Stranglethorns. The team fight's beautiful. We're trying to ignore the fact that the base is just getting torn to shreds anyway. There's the 1-for-1 in the end, but it's not really a 1-for-1 because Gen.G just needs to keep them busy. BDD, he doesn't manage to get Chovy, and Chovy once again doesn't have to flash. It's a double kill for Canyon, and Deft is the last man standing. Frostshot gonna try and slow him down, but we can see those really large red markers, and here we are now. Back into the base as the minions have just spawned, but there are supers here, and this is over. That's the ace for Gen.G. And KT, they found a couple of fights. That was really cool, but there was just nothing they could do in the end.
People will look at this and go, man, I can't believe they gave Corki to Chovy. I'm like, what? Did you want him to have Tristana? You want him to play Yone? It's not going to go better for you.